Welcome back to another New World video. This time, again, off the back of the expansion announcement on the 30th of August. We're going to go into artifacts. This is one of the things I picked out from the bullet point of my big video of everything that's been announced. And this is one of the ones where I don't think this is going to be the biggest of videos. However, I do want to update you guys and show you everything we know so far. So you're fully up to date and you're aware of what artifacts are. Now, obviously on the website, if you look at that announcement already, you might have seen it. This is like the smallest, you know what I mean? they almost give no information whatsoever. I'll pop it up on screen now so you can have a look. And this is literally all it says under the expansion announcement for artifacts. It says, find and equip artifacts, a powerful new tier of weapons and armor. Complete a series of quests and awaken the artifact's full potential by unlocking its 6 perks. Okay, let's just 6, not 3, not 4, 6. Including one unique playstyle defining perk to change your game, or to change your game style. So that is lit. That is it. They've not put anything else on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I've clipped up from the big dev video, which also came out on the 30th of August. I've clipped up the little sections, about 2 minutes long, of exactly how the devs talk about this. So let's start with that now. I'm going to play that, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Well, let's dive into probably one of my favorite features coming in the expansion. Tell me about artifacts, Patrick.
Yeah, artifacts are awesome. They are gear score 700 playstyle build-defining objects you can acquire in the world. So we have a whole set of artifacts coming with the expansion, and you can find these on named enemies in the open world, out of dungeons, the PvP reward track. All sorts of content will be vectors for these artifacts to drop. When you get an artifact, it's a unique one-off item. So it has a unique perk on it that will not exist on any other item in the game. So one example, my personal favorite, is called Scorpion Sting. It is a spear that has Javelin as a perk, but that Javelin doesn't push the enemy away. It pulls them to you. It's going to be super useful for me in Outpost Rush. When you get Scorpion Sting, you're going to go and you're going to see that it has a bunch of perks on it that are locked behind a quest. So when you equip the spear, you're going to see your HUD change to show the objectives that you need to complete to unlock those perks. As you complete those objectives, it might say go kill Thorpe in the depths, for example. You're going to kill Thorpe, and then immediately that perk is going to unlock, and you're going to have that artifact be slightly more powerful. Eventually, you'll have unlocked every perk on the artifact, and it's going to be a really, really powerful item that you're going to want to make sure you have equipped. So you can have 3 of them equipped at a time, 1 weapon, 1 armor piece, and 1 jewelry piece. And hopefully they should really change the way you're playing the game.
Awesome. What about you? You got any favorite artifacts?
There's a lot of really fun artifacts. Really excited to roll them out to everybody. One of the ones that I think is very defining for tanks is there's one called the Wall that you're probably going to want to pick up. It's a tower shield. It dramatically increases your ability to block. It has like an enhanced sturdy blocking. It has 25% less damage from elemental attacks. Obviously super huge. But all things that are good need a little bit of a trade-off. You're not going to be able to dodge with this thing. It's just too powerful to be able to move and dodge at the same time. So it'll be something that it will change your playstyle as a player, but it should lean into kind of your class fantasy, your way you want to play the game in a lot of different ways.
That's awesome. My favorite probably is the Abyss. It's a great axe that actually scales off int rather than strength, so it allows you to try new builds, and all the damage is void damage, so it's pretty cool.
Okay, there you go. So that's everything that the devs said on the 30th of August, all to do with artifacts. So quite a decent little snippet of information in there. So we now know that you can only equip 3 artifacts at once. 1 in any of your armor slots, 1 in any of your jewelry slots, and then 1 weapon. I actually really like this. Originally, when I heard about artifacts, I was a bit worried. I was thinking, is this mean that every item you equip is going to be an artifact? Back in Lord of the Rings Online, for example, they had a legendary system once the first expansion came out, and I didn't like it. Basically, all your weapons could become legendary weapons, and then it basically meant there was no more named items out there in the game for you to go and chase. I didn't really like it. At first I thought it was gonna be like that. Now I'm glad it's not. It basically just means you can, if you choose to, you may not even choose to, but we'll need to see what the perks are exactly. You now can add one of your weapons can be this super incredible 6 perker, but there is gonna be a downside to the 6 perker. Don't forget, there's gonna be 1 perk on there which is gonna make you change how you play. We heard about the spear. If you use the javelin skill, instead of it knocking back an opponent, it'll pull you 2. That's different. Oh yeah, we heard about the great axe, which was intelligence based and only do void damage. That might be different. Some people say that's cool. I don't know how that will form into the metas. We'll have to see. And then there's you know, there's some other bits and bobs out there. Now I'm gonna pop this up on screen. Now this got sent to me last night. I don't know how real this is. This could be a mock-up by somebody and it's complete, you know, BS. I don't know, but I thought I'd show you it anyway. Now what this is on screen now is a snippet. I don't even know where this came from, by the way. This might be common knowledge to everyone, but I don't know. I just got sent to it yesterday. And it's called Life Taker. This is the Void Gauntlet, potentially artifact. And as you can see here on screen, a little bit hard to read because the image isn't the greatest of quality. Some of the base damage numbers there are a bit weird. And then the actual void damage is a bit weird. Don't really know why it's displaying like that. Just because it's a theory item and it's not the actual in-game view of the item. But as you can see there, it's got the magnify perk on there, which is we'll talk about in another video. It's got keen on there. It's got life steal. It's got refresh and move. But then it doesn't really say too much else. The magnify does say though. Let's have a look. Your ranged attacks cause disintegrate. Is that right? For 8 seconds on both weapons. And if higher, this weapon scales with dexterity. Again, it's just weird. We need to learn more about this magnify. We need to see it in the BTR. We need to see exactly what's going on. It just seems like a bit of a weird one, do you know what I mean? But this is just a potential snippet of what, but you know, potentially could be the Void Gauntlet artifact that's out there. Now, I do want to ask a question. In every one of these videos we'll post about the expansion, I just want to know, from the little information we know so far, what are you guys thinking about artifacts? The only other information I can think of, which we've not mentioned so far, is they did mention that you can collect these artifacts from various different places. Some of them are open world, you know, big elite mobs that you've got to farm, and some of them could be from expeditions, for example. We don't have the full list right now, but they are farmable from different places. I would presume as well they are buying them pickup. That's a full presumption from me. I can't imagine you're going to be selling these on the market, so I presume these will be. Recording this video, my characters just died in the background. All right. Anyway, we're moving on. So yeah, we don't know too much about artifacts, but what we do know so far, comment section down below. Do we like the idea of artifacts? Is there any particular artifacts that you can think of now? You can sort of theory think of them, of what you would like to, you know, would like them to be. We know a bit like what the spear one might do. We know a bit what the great axe might do. Any others that you really like to think of, but don't forget there's going to be a downside perk on there. So you can't just have everything. That's great. Results, the shield was mentioned as well, like where you can't dodge, for example. So there could be potential downsides in it. But yeah, comment section down below. Let me know exactly what you think about artifacts. Let me know if you love this idea or hate this idea. And then for now, if you like this kind of content, we're going to make him loads more YouTube videos coming up for the expansion. I'll try and get you all the information I possibly can. And then we'll be bringing out some guides and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. That'll be amazing if we can up our subs. Comment section down below for all that info that we just mentioned, and then come and check me out over on Twitch as well. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Occasionally we drop in a Thursday and a Saturday stream. I always announce that in my Discord if we are. But yeah, go drop me a follow over on Twitch. That'll be amazing, and I will see you in the next one.